All right, folks, doing TacMed TV live a little bit differently right now. This is going to be real quick. When I posted this out earlier this week, I forgot that I had a wedding I had to be at this evening, several miles away from Bowling Green. I wasn't going to be able to do the live show like I normally do. So today I'm actually shooting from my phone. Hopefully, the video's good, the signal's good. So hopefully everything will come out okay. Uh, One thing, the big thing I wanted to cover today is that the last video I did, episode 5, where I started ranting about the vital signs, got a comment, and actually it was a question from, I believe it was Duke Adams, asked a question, said, what type of credentials do you have to certify people in medical courses? Well, that is kind of it's an extraordinarily vague question. It's a good question, but there's so many answers to that it's not even funny. So I don't know what you mean by medical courses. Are you talking about like EMT courses, paramedic courses, nursing school, that kind of stuff? Because nursing school, if you want to teach that kind of thing, of course you have to have a master's degree. That's through a university, and then whatever the university says you have to be able to teach. That's what you're going to do. Now, as far as like EMT school and paramedic school, those are going to be state requirements that you have to meet, and each state is different on the requirements that they have. So my advice to you, if that's what you're talking about, go to whatever state you live in and find out from their board of EMS or EMS authority or whatever they've got in that state, and check with them and see what your requirements are to do those courses. Now, of course, I understand what you meant by the question. You know, what credentials do you have to certify people? The instructors don't certify. Okay, when I teach a course, I don't certify that person. They meet the standard set forth by the course. And then as far as like EMTs and paramedics, most states now, I think, go through the National Registry, and the National Registry administers the exam. They do a written exam and a skills exam, and then if you meet their standard, then that gets you a certification. All right, that means you're certified by the National Registry. So when I teach a class, I don't certify anybody to do anything. I just present the information, and then the organization that I'm teaching for, whether it be, if I was teaching advanced cardiac life support, ACLS, then American Heart is the one that provides the card and says that they met the objectives. I'm just there to make sure they meet the objectives set forth by that organization. And that's another thing too, is if you're talking about the medical courses like ACLS, which is again advanced cardiac life support, AMLS, which is advanced medical life support, ITLS, international trauma life support, any of the alphabet soup of EMS type classes that are out there, again, you have to be an instructor in those courses. Whatever course it is that you want to teach, you need to go and be a provider of that material, like BTLS, ITLS, PHTLS, pre-hospital trauma life support. Take the course as a student, become proficient in that, get your card in that, and then you'll have some type of hoops that you have to go through to become an instructor. ACLS, PALS, which is Pediatric Advanced Life Support, NRP, which is Neonatal Resuscitation Program. Those are all American Heart classes. So American Heart has a little instructor program that they'll run you through to make you an instructor for whatever specific course it is that you're wanting to teach. The PHTLS, Pre-Hospital Trauma Life Support, AMLS, TC3, TECC, those courses are through the National Association of EMTs, and those courses you have to go through. I'm trying to think what it is the National Association does to set their instructors up. I know there's some type of teaching methodology course that they want you to go through before you become an instructor, but I'm really not versed in how that happens. So like with years ago when I became a BTLS instructor, it was pretty stringent set of things that you had to do. It wasn't just take the course, hey, I want to be an instructor, and then boom, they make you an instructor. It didn't work that way. With the old school basic trauma life support, which is now the international trauma life support, you actually had to score an IP, which IP stands for instructor potential, which there was a certain set of standards that you had to meet, and the other instructors worked with you on that, and you had to let them know when you took your written exam, hey, I'm testing for instructor potential. All right, and then they apply those standards set forth by ITLS to see if you meet those standards. Same thing with the skills examination. You have to meet a criteria to be able to teach that course. So anyway, so that's where that is, and I hope that, Duke, I hope that kind of answers your question a little bit. That's kind of it in a nutshell. Whatever course it is that you're wanting to teach, my advice to you would be, if you haven't already taken the course, take the course, and then get with that organization that supplies the material for that course. Find out what their requirements are to be an instructor, and then move from there. All right, that's just my thoughts. So anyway, all right, folks, that's pretty much all I had today. We've been on here a good 6 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm going to cut it short today because I've got to get over to the area where my friend is getting married and get those festivities rolling today. So anyway, I will catch you guys later. I've got some videos coming up on the vital signs from where I had the little rant. Each one's I'm going to do a little video on how to check a pulse at the radius. I'm going to do a little video on how to do blood pressure, how to count respirations. Each one of them is going to be their own little video, couple of minutes each one, and then we're going to go from there. And then I'm working on getting a registered respiratory therapist in to come in and talk to us, and even some entitled to stuff, since we kind of got into that in the last episode. Jimbo just texted me. So anyway, he just texted me, said, asked if I was on. It's not showing up on my channel. So anyway, so I don't know. Maybe this is working. Maybe it's not. So we'll just let it roll with that. And it said I was live. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bounce. I'll get with you guys soon. You guys, thank you for paying attention to the channel. I'll get this out right now. It should show up publicly, and you guys will be able to see it if you haven't been able to see it live. So anyway, all right, thanks. You guys stay safe, and I will talk to you soon.